Greetings, Iain from RTO here. Welcome to Friday. Hey, got through till Friday. I think there's been something on the channel go up every day for the last fortnight, but there's nothing going up tomorrow or Sunday, only in the community from the vaults. So Friday being live album ranking. So we look at, on Friday mornings, we always look at bands' live albums and give that a little bit of love, because live albums are great. I love live albums. And today we're going to have a look at a German band, and it's not the Scorpions, it's Accept. Formed in 1976. What a long time ago, 47 years ago, something like that, by guitarist Wolf Hoffmann and former members of the band Udo Dirkschneider and Peter Baltz. But they started work, the band can be traced back to the late 60s when the band got its start under the name of Brand X. As most bands these days, the lineups change over the years, and they're still a good band, I think, even with their vocalist Mark Tornillo. He's very good. So we have got 5 albums. Well, there's 4 live albums and 1 EP, and I've included the EP because it's pretty good, and it's got, the reason I put it in because it's got Udo singing on it. So here we go. So coming in at number 5 is that EP that was released in 1992, but was recorded back in 1985 in Nagoya, Japan, and it's called Kaizoku-Ban. And the band at the time were Udo Dirkschneider on the vocals, Wolf Hoffmann on guitars, Jörg Fischer on guitars, Peter Baltz bass, Stefan Kaufmann on the drums. It's a very short thing. It's only got six tracks on it, but they're very good. So we get Metal Heart, one of the early hits, Scream for a Love Bite. I love Udo's vocals on that. Up the Limit, Head Over Heels, and Love Child and Loving Tonight. 6 great tracks. Remember hearing this for the first time and I thought, wow, he's got a weird voice, but we got used to it. It's a great little EP from way back, so I'm going to give this an RTO ranking of 6 out of 10. Coming in at number 4, this is a double album. Now, it's all areas worldwide, released in Japan, but only in the United States it was released like this, The Final Chapter. Don't know why. The first 14 tracks were recorded while Accept toured supporting their Objection Overruled release, while the final 6 were doing their support of their Death Row album. So it's Peter Baltz on bass guitar, Udo Dirkschneider on vocals, Wolf Hoffmann on the guitar, Stefan Kaufmann on drums, and on tracks 4 to 9 it's Stefan Schwarzman. So on this one we get Starlight, good opener, really strong opener. The London Leather Boys, got a bit of tongue-in-cheek on that, good track. I Don't Want to Be Like You, another great track. Breaker, Slaves to Metal, great track. Princess of Dawn, Restless and Wild, love that track. Son of a Bitch, love that track as well. This One's For You, Bulletproof, great track. Too High to Get It. Then on the second disc you get Metal Heart, Fast as a Shark. And then an 11-minute version with the crowd joining into Bulls to the Wall. What else? Sodom and Gomorrah, The Beast Inside, Bad Habits, Die Hard, Stone Evil, and Death Row, which is awesome live. This is a really Good album, but what lets it down, I think, is the mix of the vocals. You can hardly hear Udo at times, which is hard to because he's got such a powerful voice. This is towards his end time with Accept, but it's a shame because I think if the production on the vocals had been a lot better and more coherent, I think this would have been a bit higher up. But it's still a good album. I love listening to this because it's just got some really dirty, grungy metal on it. Wolf Hoffman's great on this. So I'm going to give this one an RTO ranking of 7 out of 10. Okay, then number 3. This was released in 2017 and it's called Restless and Live. And it was recorded on the Blind Range tour in Europe in 2015. This concert was actually recorded at Bang Your Head Festival in Germany. I like that, Bang Your Head. And it was the first live album that featured Mark Tornillo singing. And that's the debut of guitarist Earl Lewis and drummer Christopher Williams. Opens up with Stampede. Great track. Love that track. Stalingrad, another mighty track. From the Stalingrad album, Hellfire from Stalingrad. Bit of London Leather Boys, still strong from the Balls to the Wall album. Living for Tonight, another track from the Metal Heart album. 200 Years, great track from Blind Rage. Demon's Night from the Restless and Wild, excellent track. Dying Breed, and Final Journey from the Ashes. 3 tracks from the Blind Rage album. Losers and Winners from Balls to the Wall, it's incredible on here. No Shelter from the Blood of Nations, love that track. Shadow Soldiers, love Stalingrad, it's a great album. Midnight Mover. Then we get Starlight from Breaker. You don't get that very often. It's a really good track and it sounds a lot better now than it did when it first came out. Restless and Wild, of course. Son of a Bitch, another song from Breaker. Pandemic from Blood of Nations. Dark Side of My Heart, great track. The Curse. Flash Rocking Man. Bulletproof from Objection Overruled. Fall of the Empire. Fast as a Shark. Metal Heart. Teutonic Terror. And always ends up with a great rendition of Balls to the Wall. This is a well produced album. You know, it's a big thing when you take over from a significant singer, but Mark did a great job on this. The fans seem to enjoy it. The sound's great. Such an enjoyable album. So I'm going to give this one an RTO ranking of 8.5. So coming in at number 2, we have a lot called Staying Alive. Released in 1990 and it was also recorded in Japan in 1985. And it was released shortly after the band's first breakup. So we've got Udo Dirkschneider on vocals, Wolf Hoffmann on the guitars, Jörg Fischer on guitars, Peter Boltz bass, Stefan Kaufmann on the drums. So it's all the stuff from them early days. Metal Heart, Breaker, Screaming for a Love Bite, At the Limit, Living for Tonight, Princess of the Dawn, Neon Nights, Burning, Head Over Heels. A great guitar solo from Wolf. Amazing guitar solo. Restless and Wild, great track. Son of a Bitch. The London Leather Boys is in there, great track. Love Child, Flash Rocking Man, great track. Dogs on Leads, I love that track. Fast as a Shark's on here, a great version of Balls to the Wall again. And the outro, Bound to Fail. A really good production on this. It's better than that EP because it's sort of taken from the same tour but a different venue. I think this venue sounded a lot better. I think this captures the best of the Udo years, really. It's got some classic stuff on here, especially that guitar solo from Wolf. A lot of the classic songs on this album. So I'm going to give this an RTO ranking of 8.8. Okay, my number one may shock a lot of people, but because it's not an Udo led one. Now this was recorded at Wacken, and once again the boys at Wacken come up with the goods. As I've said before, any band that records a set at Wacken, the sound is superb. This is Symphonic Terror that was recorded at the Wacken Festival in 2017, and it was released in 2018. Now, on stage joining the band, which was Mark Tullio Lewis, I can never say his name, Wolf Hoffman on the guitars, Peter Baltz on bass, Christopher Williams on drums. We have the Czech National Symphony Orchestra, orchestrated by Milo Malafi, and the Headbanger Symphony, which is bass guitar Daniel Silvestri, drums Christopher Williams, guitars was Philip Schuss and Wolf Hoffman. So you've got ex-members of Accept up on here, and the keyboards Milo Malafi. So the start of the show, you get the current band and they come out and do Die by the Sword, brilliant, Restless and Wild, Kool-Aid, Pandemic, Final Journey, Night on a Bald Mountain. And then the curtain, I've seen this on DVD, so if you want to watch this you can go and find it on YouTube. Curtain comes up and you get all this sort of orchestral thing. The curtain drops and you've got this Headbanger Symphony, the orchestra, and they just really go in for it. You get a track called Scherzo, the Romeo and Juliet Suite, Pathetique, Fabio Cello Concerto in G minor, Symphony number 40 in G minor. Absolutely amazing. Classical and metal combining brilliantly. Wolf Hoffman is on fire during that set. And then the rest of the band come out. So you've got all these people on stage just really rocking. You get Princes of the Dawn, the best version of Stalingrad you'll ever hear with the orchestra. It is amazing. Dark Side of My Heart, Breaker sounds good, Shadow Soldiers, Dying Breed, Fast as a Shark, Metal Heart, Teutonic Terror, and a fantastic version of Balls to the Wall. German band at Wacken. Wacken deliver the goods for them. I love this album. I love that orchestral bit in the middle of it. Absolutely brilliant. I think Wolf is truly an amazing guitarist. Very underrated. And he's well known for his love of the classics. Yes, I said there is a DVD out there. But it's just another loud live album recorded at Wacken. And to be quite honest, this is the one I go to when I want to listen to some Accept live. May upset the Udo supporters, but this is just an incredible album. So I'm going to give this an RTO ranking of 9 out of 10. So there we are, a bit of Accept. I will put, apart from putting a few tracks, I will put the link into this Wacken gig in the comments box so you can have a look at it. It's just amazing. This is one of them that is, you need to watch it before you can really appreciate the album, because you just see what's going on, and the crowd seem to be going wild. It's brilliant. Okay, I'll be back very shortly. I've got to go and whistle my flute, as they say. make a nice cup of coffee. And I'll be back with a brand new album, or sort of a new old album. It came out in January, but was recorded back in 1991, and that's Steve Vai, guitarist, and his album Vai Gash. So join me for that. And before I go, if you go and check out the little video for the contest that's launched next Friday. Gives you a bit of a teaser, and it's got the rules and regulations in the content, so you can read and see what's going on. So I will see you later for the new album review. Bye for now.